Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, ladies, gentlemen, there is a stitch that some of you might like and some of you, I think most of you will say, nah, well, I skip this one. It's a little bit not so easy. Well, it's easy, but it's a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest. But I think, it's thick enough. You can make a blanket, you can make a hat if you like. It's very easy to do. You can chain with this stitch. You can chain any numbers of chains, odd, even, doesn't matter. You skip the first 2 chains from the hook, and in the 3rd chain you start to do the stitch. Well, I don't know, it can be easy. Again, I have to say, it's like I have nightmares with that bamboo stitch. It just irritates me to no end. So this is the way it works. You do a double crochet, yarn over the hook, you go back into the same stitch, and then you take this loop and pull through all the loops, which sometimes is not that easy. So yarn over the hook, you move to the next stitch, you pull up a loop, and then you do a double crochet, yarn over the hook, you go back again into the stitch, pull up a loop, and then this loop you have to pull through all this. So you move to the next stitch and you do a double crochet, and then yarn over and you go back again into the stitch, and then you pull this loop through the last, all 4, and you're gonna do like this. Yeah, it's a little bit not so pleasant, but I think the trick is to put this, when you put the yarn over, is to leave it loose a little bit, that when you pull this loop and you hold with your fingers, you can pull through all of those. And this is the stitch. But I'm sure that's why I don't want to make a tutorial. I'm sure many of you might not like this stitch, so it's no use for me to do that. Yeah, but it's, I don't know, it's easy in a way. It's just you're gonna need some patience when it comes to pull through all the loops. So you move to the next stitch, pull up a loop, you do a double crochet, yarn over the hook, we'll go back again into that, and then we have to pull through all the loops. Yeah, with this one you have to work with the loops a little bit loose, otherwise it's really uncomfortable. But if you want to do this stitch, give it a try. You might like it. And you pull through all the loops. I'm just gonna let you. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to show this stitch. But if some of you have a good, good nerves and steady as a steel, then do this stitch. Yeah, with this one you're gonna have to work loose. The loops have to be loose, otherwise, like this one, the second one has to be loose. When you pull the yarn over, it has to kind of be loose. Then when you pull this, it's gonna be easy to do it. So yeah, this is the stitch. Is very well. Some of you might like, some of you might say no, thank you. I can live without this. And you do like this all the way. So you kind of have to pinch it like this and pull through the loops. Well, if you want, you can try this this stitch. Like I said, you can chain any numbers of chains, odd, even, doesn't matter. You skip the first 2 chains and the 3rd chain from the hook. You go in there and do this stitch. Oopsie. Yeah, well, to be honest, I can live without this. And you chain 2 and you start again. In the first stitch, you starting again. You do the double crochet first, then you go in there and then pull this loop through the rest of 3 on the hook, and you do like this. Now you kind of have to pinch it and pull down, and then it's gonna go easy. But the loops have to be like this one has to be loose, and when you put the yarn over it has to be a little still loose, and this one has to be tighter a little bit, and then you pull. And you do like this. And sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't care much for this one, but if some of you really want to challenge yourself, then just do that. Do this stitch. And you pull like this through all those, and this is it. This is the stitch. Well, if you're too at peace and calm and you need some adrenaline running through your veins, well then try this stitch. I can assure you, you will scream at the yarn in no time. Some of you, not all of you. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.